Hi Cancerians, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. This is the 18th through to the 24th of March 2019. You've also got your week ahead, I've just mentioned week ahead, your month ahead reading on the channel as well. If you want to check that out, what's wrong with my speech today? If you want to check that out, go ahead. Also, if you'd like to order a private reading with me, you can just click on the link, the I link here, I think it is, or it might be here, and you can go straight through to my website. So for your week ahead, guys, we are using the Next World Tarot. Love these by Christy C. Road. At first I really didn't like this deck, and now I think I mentioned that I absolutely am actually in love with it. I think it's an excellent deck of cards. So yeah, we're going to use this for just focusing on what the energies are you need to focus on for the week in one card. And then we're going to use the Druidcraft Tarot deck, which is really just focusing three card per area. So we look at the past of the situation, present of the situation, and what the advice is that the universe is giving you on how you tackle the situation during the week. And we're also going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and this is just choosing 5 cards from here to get any further information that we can drive things happening during the week for you guys. And finally, just the Tea Leaf Fortune cards, 3 cards for any closing advice, any closing words that the universe has, okay? So without further ado, let's just shuffle and see what the universe wants you to focus on for the week, guys. Okay, Universe Spirit, what is it that you want Cancerians to focus on for the week in one card? What do you want Cancerians to focus on for the week in one card? Okay, too many cards, universe. In one card, please. What is it that you want Cancerians to focus on for the week in one card? Okay. You need to focus on, oh, this looks like a reversal, the 3 of Coins in the reverse. Interesting. Okay. 3 of Coins in the reverse is all about withdrawing from a group. Okay, so when you get 3s reversed, they're always dealing with withdrawing from groups, because that's what the 3s are. 3s are about expansion. 3s are about group work. 3s are about community. 3s are about agreement. And 3 of Coins is all about work. So some of you guys, possibly in terms of maybe a team, a group of people, maybe the focus needs to be on kind of just taking a little bit of a step back from that situation. 3 of Coins as well. 3 of Coins deals with development, and it's developing something in the material world, which is what the Coins energy stands for. So this is all about making those plans. It's all about building those plans. Sometimes the 3 of Coins in the upright is all about building plans, building a relationship with someone with the 3 of Coins. You know, this could be, buying your first property with a partner. This could be getting married. This could be discussion, because this is all about discussion and networking, 3 of Coins. So in the reverse, it's the lack of that. It's the lack of discussion. It's the lack of networking. It's the lack of building. But your focus for the week needs to be, you need to be focusing on doing this for the week, the 3 of Coins in the reverse. Probably networking less. Maybe for some of you guys, working less with others. Maybe there's something here that you need to be focusing on other than work with the 3 of Coins energy showing here. Maybe there's been something that you've been developing for a while, but with the 3 of Coins in the reverse, it might say, well, you need to put it on the back burner for a little while. Cancerians, you need to stop trying to build that at the minute. For some reason, maybe this doesn't work out. Maybe this is something that is not ready to be designed or built at the moment, or or worked on or developed between you and another individual, because it's the 3 of Coins. 3 of Coins also in the reverse means a lack of recognition, usually on the Rider-Waite or other tarot decks. 3 of Coins is all about 2 people looking up to one person, and that person is a very skilled individual. So sometimes the 3 of Coins talks about our skills, being in demand, being recognised for our skills. Some of you guys, if you don't have the skills to be recognised, maybe you need to focus on getting some skills. Because if you're not skilled enough for a job with the 3 of Coins energy in being reversed, and you're not being recognised for your skills, maybe some of you guys need to focus on skilling up, or educating yourself a little bit more, or focusing on maybe taking classes, or doing a little bit more, a little bit more learning, for example, education-based stuff. Because 3 of Coins can also be, as I've mentioned, it's about people who recognise you for the skills that you have. You're really good at something, and people like it, and people go to you for all of the answers. Well, in the reverse, it might be that you're not recognised for those skills. Or maybe people don't see you as being particularly skilled. Or maybe people don't think that you're skilled enough. And if that's the case, maybe you need to focus on getting more skills in a particular area. Cancerians with that 3 of coins. Maybe you need to re-skill upon something, relearn something with the 3 of coins being reversed, showing here, okay? Let's have a look at what the general energies are then. Let's have a look at what could have happened in the past of this situation. So the past of this, you know, for the week we said that this is all about hard work. 3 of coins reversed, so is what you need to focus on. So you need to focus on, some of you guys, it's your lack of skills. For some of you guys, it will be because you're not being recognised for something. For some of you guys, you might need to kind of withdraw from a team or withdraw from a group and not put so much in with the 3 of coins energy. Now, in the past of this situation, Cancerians, what are the cards saying in the past? Let's just get these. They're a little bit all over the place. Okay, so in the past of the situation, we've got the Queen of Coins. That's all about your work, your resources. So some of you guys have been very focused. This could have been a person around you, Capricorn individual. 3 of coins is actually Mars in Capricorn on this card as well, which is funny enough, and this is the team. But in the reverse, the focus is on not being a part of a team. All right, 3 of coins is your teamwork. So in the past, you might have been dealing with a Queen of Coins energy. This could have been a boss. It could have been a fellow colleague, a fellow workmate. If it's not and it's your energy showing here, Cancerians, this will be your focus, probably was on your career, your work. Maybe there was something you cared about, something you valued a great deal, because the Queen of Coins references the need to value things. But, you know, it might be that in the past you've got some financial advice or advice from a, you know, this is a financial person and this is an advisor. So you might have received some advice from a financial counselor or a financial advisor with those 2 cards showing there. Let's have a look, because the High Priest is actually the Hierophant. The next card to drop off is, and there might have been an agreement. So some of you guys might have had an agreement with a financial advisor, for example. This could have been on a bank loan, or maybe this was something to do with... see, there's an agreement here. 2 of Cups is the agreement. This is the financial, and this is the advisor. So financial advisor agreement. Some of you guys in the past, you might have had an agreement with a financial advisor. This, as I've said, could have been like on a bank loan. This could have been on something for your business, or it could have been on a mortgage application, or you're applying for a mortgage application, that type of thing. And right now, and that's funny, because if you were doing that in the past, Cancerians, it might be that right now you need to focus on how you get out of that. Because right now, let's have a look at where your focus is. Where is the focus for Cancerians right now? So the first card is saying, well, your focus is on the King of Swords. So your focus might be that you're seeing something very clearly with the King of Swords, or your focus is on speaking that you've been. It might be that right now you're speaking to a specialist with the King of Swords, or you're getting the truth. King of Swords is all about proof and the truth. So it might be that some of you guys are getting the truth with the King of Swords energy there, showing up. You're starting to see the truth, or you're starting to see something really clearly with that King of Swords energy. Strength. Okay. So the Strength card is all about, you know, the resolve. It's all about having strength. It's all about having that self-belief. But I feel that you've been, it almost feels like to me that right now, concerning this situation, you've been seeing something very clearly here. And the Strength card can also mean oppression. So for some of you guys, it might be that you're seeing very clearly that you're being oppressed. So you might be being squeezed. If you look at the boar on here, this person is stopping this boar from doing what it likes. So it's stopping it from kind of, you know, pursuing its natural instincts. The Strength person is actually the lady on the card, and this is the board. This is what it's trying to kind of suppress. So it might be that you see very clearly that there is something here that is being suppressed, especially in terms of, it could have been something as simple as some of you guys have gone and got a loan. You know, you've applied for something on your mortgage, for example. You had an agreement, you got some advice from a financial advisor here, and you made an agreement with them. But right now, you're seeing very clearly with the King of Swords energy, or you've been given some advice from a specialist, King of Swords energy. Maybe it could even be legal advice, that actually the agreement that you had with this Queen of Coins energy, this thing is going to squeeze you. Strength. Remember, with the cards, they mean all sorts of things. The strength doesn't always mean strength and confidence within oneself and all that lovely stuff. Sometimes it's literally where somebody's oppressing you and holding you down. All right, so it might be that you've had some advice, which is what the King of Swords is, some intelligent advice, that you're being squeezed with that Strength energy showing here. Your finances are being squeezed, for example. Okay, 9 of Coins is your security with the 9 of Coins energy, your finances. Okay, your financials, your accounts. It's being squeezed. If you look, she's squeezing down the boar. She's keeping it held down. So your finances here with the 9 of Coins energy, they're being squeezed with the Strength energy. They're not, and if you think about it, if the strength person here is holding down the ball and this is your finances, it might be that you're getting advice and seeing, actually, how's anything going to kind of grow in value? Because the strength card is not about growth. I don't read strength as growth. It's not an expansive energy. It's about fortitude or something that is being held back or held down. All right, and this could be in terms of your finances. So it might be that you've had an agreement with a financial person. It could be on a mortgage. It could be on a property. It could be in terms of, you know, an account that you've got, for example, and you've agreed to something here. But then you get advice from a King of Swords that says, well, you know, or you can see clearly, or maybe this is a brother, or this is a, you know, a family member who says, oh, you went to that place to get your loan, did you? You shouldn't have gone there, because they're not. You're not going to have you know, the strength. This person has control of these finances here as well with the strength energy. The strength card here has control of the Nine of Coins, your security. So you'll find that maybe, that, you know, in terms of your value, in terms of whatever it is that you've agreed to here, you'll find that the value isn't going to go up, or you'll find that with the strength card, with the Nine of Coins, your money, your security is actually kind of being kept down. It's not being allowed to grow. You can't grow it with whatever type of products you've actually got. So some of you guys, you've literally, I think for some of you guys, gone and made some form of an agreement with a financial institution, more than likely with that Queen of Coins energy showing here. Advice, because this is the Queen of Coins, and the Hierophant is like a financial advisor, and there's been an agreement in the past to take a product, I feel, but you've got advice right now. Right now you're thinking, shit, I can see clearly. You're either seeing something clearly with the King of Swords, or you're getting that clarity from somebody who's giving you some really good advice with the King of Swords. This is specialist advice that some of you guys are receiving, that your finances, okay, probably can't grow. They're being suppressed here with the strength energy showing up. The future of the situation, what you need to focus on in terms of the next 7 days for some of you guys, Cancerians, in terms of this situation is, number one, Page of Cups in the reverse. So this is almost like revoking the offer. All right. So somehow, or withdrawing from the offer, for example, or withdrawing your offer or your interest. Page of Cups in the reverse, or sorry, that's Knight of Cups in the reverse, sorry. Knight of Cups in the reverse means to revoke an offer. So this might be you guys focusing, Cancerians, on revoking this offer with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Which I think is where you need to kind of be heading. Revoking the offer with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. The Ten of Cups shows here. So it could be revoking an offer on the house, for example. Because this could also be, for example, that, you know, some of you guys have, with the Queen of Coins energy showing here, this could be an estate agent and the Hierophant, the financial advisor or the estate agent who you've got an agreement with over a property. But what you realise with the King of Swords, or what you've received advice on, is that your money, okay, the Nine of Coins is your money, it's your security, but it's being suppressed by this offer. In other words, you're probably not getting value for money on this with these two cards. I feel that what you come to realise, or what you're being told, is that actually whatever this agreement is, all right, because the value is suppressed with the strength being the suppression card as I'm reading it as, and the value being the Nine of Coins, value is being suppressed. So you're not actually getting value for money here. You're being advised, I think, with the King of Swords, that you're actually not getting value for money on this particular deal. And you need to, with the Knight of Cups, revoke, okay, revoke this contract with the Ten of Cups, or revoke this agreement with the Ten of Cups showing up here. Let's have a look at the final card on this. I think that you definitely need to revoke the offer. You've got the family card of the Ten of Cups, the completed stage. So you need to revoke completing it. Ten of Cups is to complete the stage. I don't think that you guys have fully completed something here, because if you had signed the contract, fully completed it, even if you have, if you've got a call-off period on whatever this situation is, Cancerians, you really need to consider kind of cancelling it during that call-off period. Because, you know, when you go for like a financial product, for example, as long as it's not kind of like, you can, I'm sure that it can be on loans and things like that, that you still get a calling off period. Say you get a loan or something, you get 14 days, something like that, to decide whether you want to take it out. Same as something like a credit card, you'll get a 14-day calling off period. I'm not sure, same as probably with a mortgage, if you're looking at a property, for example, you probably haven't signed all of the agreements and all of the products, because the Ten of Cups is the completion card, it's the completing the contract. But you need to revoke this, you need to say no, you need to turn it down. Knight of Cups in the reverse, turn down completing the product or completing the contract with that Ten of Cups in the reverse showing there, and look for something else with the Three of Wands, okay? And that's why you need to kind of remove yourself, withdraw yourself from an agreement here. Three of Coins in the reverse. You need to withdraw from working with, you know, an institution, with a group of people, with that Three of Coins in the reverse. It's a financial matter, I think, for some of you guys, Cancerians. I think that we'll get this reading quickly again. Cancerians, the week commencing the 18th to the 24th of March 2019, the Three of Coins. All right, so you need to focus on that. You need to focus on kind of going it alone. You can't, there's a group here that you were working with. Well, you need to focus on withdrawing from that group, withdrawing from that agreement. All right, withdrawing from that development with the Three of Coins. Three of Coins in the upright, even though it doesn't necessarily depict it on here, remember this is unity. She's got points of unity here. So usually Three of Coins is actually kind of going to your bank and getting that mortgage, discussing a mortgage, discussing property matters, discussing a project, working with others on a project. In the reverse, you're kind of slowly but surely withdrawing yourself from a project. So you need to focus on how you're going to get out of working with a group of people here, withdrawing yourself from a project. And I feel that some of this will be to do with a loan or some form of product some of you guys have agreed to. So this is either to do with something of a loan. You've got that financial advisor with the Queen of Coins and the Hierophant energy, and you've had an agreement with them, or it could be somebody who's dealing in property matters. A woman here, a financial advisor, Queen of Coins, can be who deals with a block of flats, for example. Hierophant is representing the block of flats, for example. Represents kind of like the keys to a house or to some form of property is the Hierophant as well, and you've made an agreement. So this is either financial or property matters here that you've either agreed to, kind of preliminary agreement here. Some of you guys might have signed something, but you've got a cooling down period. If you've got a loan, it's a cooling off period within 14 days. But I do feel that right now, can you see the King of Swords, Cancer? He's like, He's like, I don't know about that, you know. Because some of you guys, it might be, if you're the King of Swords, you're seeing something clearly and you're like, oh, fuck, I didn't realise that. What I'm now seeing really clearly here is that, you know, my value, okay, the Nine of Coins energy. So it might be the value of your assets, for example, is being severely suppressed, bumped down. So it might be a case of, especially if it's you're agreeing to buy a property and sell your property with this Nine of Coins, it might be that it's not a good deal, for example. It might be that there's been an agreement to sell your property with these energies showing here. But it might be what you realise is that the value, for example, the Nine of Coins, the value of your property is being severely dumbed down here. So you could probably, some of you guys are realising, shit, I could actually sell my property for more. But I've agreed to sell it to this person here. And what I realise now is I shouldn't be selling it for this. So some of you guys will probably think, if it's a property matter and you're selling your property, you'll probably think, actually, I don't think I should be selling the property at this price. I think I need to remove myself from this agreement. For some of you guys, Cancerians, it will be it's a loan. And you'll say, actually, shit, I've got some advice. Maybe there's somebody else you're talking to here. All right, and you're recognising, shit, my value is being suppressed here. So it's not worth it. It's not value for money, for example, in this situation. Right, you're not getting value for money in terms of a loan that you're taking out. You know, the interest is too high, for example. The loan isn't value for money, you know, or it's something else that's just not value enough for money for some of you guys, okay? Therefore, the advice for the week, Cancerians, is you need to revoke the offer, Knight of Cups energy, revoke completing on the offer. All right, and look somewhere else, Three of Wands, okay? So this week, 18th to the 24th of March 2019, Cancerians, it's not, you know, make sure that you're looking at all those deals that you're looking at, okay? Make sure that you're not signing anything, okay, that you're not signing any signed, sealed and delivered. Make sure that you're not signing anything that you can't get out of. Make sure if you are signing anything, you've got a cooling down period so that you can really think about it if you need to kind of do one and get out of there and look for something else. All right, but this week needs to be a focus on kind of with the Three of Coins energy, focusing on yourself, your own independence, what you want rather than going along with the team or what other people are kind of suggesting that you do. It's a week where some of you guys will literally be thinking to remove yourself from some form of an agreement because it doesn't serve your best, you know, your best purpose going forward. Let's have a look at any other energies. 5 cards, please, universe. Just show me what are the other energies that Cancerians need to focus on for the week, 18th to the 24th. What are the other energies in 5 cards? oh my God, shows up again, the Hierophant. Okay, so this is advice. Hierophant, some of you guys need to focus on your education, your health with the Hierophant energy. Some of you guys need to focus on getting advice. Could be a Taurus person, could be a family member with the Hierophant energy showing here. Learning is the Hierophant energy. The Ace of Swords shows up here. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is all about the truth. Okay, the Ace of Swords is all about clarity. All right. Okay, so some of you guys need to be focusing on getting some advice. Okay, so the advisor can provide clarity perhaps with the Ace of Swords showing here as well, Cancerian. So you need to focus on probably getting some advice here with the Hierophant in terms of the truth, Ace of Swords, clarity, seeing something, clarity, getting the truth. With the Ace of Swords, this might be something to do with a legal matter as well with the Hierophant and the Ace of Swords energy showing up here. There's a King of Cups. That's you, actually. Can be you, Cancerians. Okay. So your focus possibly for some of you guys needs to be on yourself with the King of Cups energy. If it's not yourself, then perhaps some of you guys, Cancerians, need to be focusing on another water sign with the King of Cups. Some of you guys, it might be you need to be focusing on communicating with the King of Cups, for example. Or if you're the King of Cups, maybe you need to be focusing on communicating with or getting some advice, communicating with an advisor, for example, because you're the King of Cups and maybe your focus needs to be on communicating with an advisor. Okay, getting some advice in which you can clear up something. Maybe some of you guys need to focus on getting advice in which you can clear up your feelings on a matter, for example, with the King of Cups energy showing here. The Wheel of Fortune. Some of you guys, it might be that you are facing a fortune. Some of you guys are looking at a fortune this week. Look, that's you, Cancerians. It can be you, and you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So some of you guys might be looking at a fortune this week. Okay, could be coming through the courts, for example, with the Hierophant energy showing here. Okay, you might be being advised this week that you've been successful, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is success, victory after difficulty. So some of you guys might be receiving some advice, some news, knowledge, Hierophant energy, that you've been successful with the Ace of Swords and you're facing a fortune. Or you're facing positive changes this week with that Wheel of Fortune energy here. Okay. Okay. So it could also be this week for some of you Cancerians that if you have been kind of... it might be that some of you guys have been looking for a positive change to occur this week, Cancerians. For some of you guys, it might be that could be a little bit of disappointment as well that comes in around that. Some of you guys are facing a fortune this week. It could be coming through some advice that you're getting. All right, this could be coming through some form of a contract as well. Ace of Swords can be contract paperwork. So it might be some of you guys are signing a contract with a corporation here. Hierophants can be corporations, and this can be signing a contract, one in which you're looking at a fortune here. All right, or you're looking at a change of luck. So some of you guys might be looking at signing a contract. It could be for a new job, for example, or you're signing a contract with a corporation that works in education or health, that type of thing, and you're looking at a change of fortune showing here. However, there might be a few little setbacks for some of you guys with the Five of Cups energy showing there, potentially. I'll just see what that Five of Cups is about. What's this Five of Cups about, universe? What do you mean by the Five of Cups energy? What's that about? The Knight of Coins energy. So the Knight of Coins is all about building. It's about work as well and things moving slowly, showing up here. It might take a bit of time for you to take your position, for example. Seven of Wands is taking the position, and the Knight of Coins can be things moving slowly. So I don't think it's anything to worry about. I feel that some of you guys this week, it could literally be, we'll go through this again, this week in those 5 cards, additional information this week, guys. Some of you guys communicating with an advisor, for example, looking at some luck potentially coming your way. Some of you guys, though, in terms of luck, there might be a bit of setback with that. Some of you guys, it might be that you are focusing on, maybe there could be a divorce happening here as well. Hierophant is marriage. Ace of Swords can be kind of like a severance as well. So severance in terms of a marriage potentially with the Hierophant and the Ace of Swords showing up there. I usually read Ace of Swords reverse as the severance card, but it can be in the upright. Maybe severance in terms of marriage, union. You might be looking to sever ties, maybe with a Taurus individual showing here. Or you're... looking at somebody, especially if that King of Cups isn't you, you might be looking at a Hierophant, an advisor to act as the middleman in terms of contacting somebody that you know who's a water sign individual showing here. For some of you guys, you might be signing an agreement, a legal document this week with a corporation or the courts. Looking at some luck, perhaps for some of you guys this week. But also, I think if you're looking for luck, especially if you're signing an agreement with a corporation, Cancerians, it might be that there's a little bit of a setback when it comes to kind of this fortune or this positive change that you're looking for. It's simply for some of you guys that it might be that it's going to take a bit of time for you to take your position, especially if you're signing an agreement perhaps with a corporation that you're going to be working for as well, I think here. Let's quickly finally just get your last 3 cards and see what the last 3 cards are saying for you guys for this week. Okay, Universe Spirit, what are the last 3 cards saying for Cancerians for the week? Okay. 4 cards came out for you guys. Okay, Wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. All right. Mountain Road. You are on the road to success, though, it's saying. And you do have that Ace of Swords, talks about success. Sunrise, new creative ideas and new ventures. There's a fresh start for some of you guys. And also the Ant, work, achievement and success. You know, and the Ant is like the Knight of Coins, okay? It might take a long time for the Ant to achieve success, but with work, dedication, with the Knight of Coins energy, you can rise above your challenges with the 7 of Wands as well, okay? So if there is a little bit of a setback in you achieving something new, it might simply be that it's just going to take a little bit of time for you to kind of take up your position, especially if it's in a new company or a new business that you're working for. All right, that is your week ahead reading. You can look next door to have a look at your month ahead reading. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.